Hi, I'm Dr. Mustafa Ahmad. I'm an archaeologist. I work at the Institute of Archaeological Sciences in Goethe University Frankfurt, so in this building, which names IG Farbenhaus. I'm originally from Aleppo, Syria, where I started archaeology in 24 years ago, and then I moved to Damascus to do my master's studies, and then I moved to France to achieve my PhD at that time, and then I decided to move to Germany. So I've been here in Germany for 7 years, and it's been me here in Frankfurt for 2 years. And due to my career, I had to travel across different countries. So I moved to Turkey, I worked in Turkey, I worked in Iraq, in Iraqi Kurdistan, southern Iraq, in Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf countries, so in different places, and which allowed me also to learn and to master the languages of these countries. And so here in Frankfurt, I'm running a project on monastic landscapes, Christian monastic landscapes in northern Iraq and Iraqi Kurdistan. And I focus on the Islamization of landscapes. And I would like to say that here in Frankfurt, it's important to point out the internationality which we have it here in Frankfurt, and in particularly in our departments or in our institute, where we have teams working in different countries, in different places, and it allows us to see the high level of academic research that we have it here, the excellent level of academic research that we have it, and this all gives us and it contributes to the archaeology in general and to the branch of archaeology here in Germany. Yes, during the year, actually, I spend usually 1 to 2 months, between 1 to 2 months on the field, and there we do excavations or doing survey, or we study materials, so ceramic materials or other materials. And sometimes we bring these materials as samples here to Germany to do further analysis and further archaeometric analysis, let's say. And here are some examples of materials, of samples, ceramic samples that come from Iraqi Kurdistan and dated to the Parthian period, early Sasanian period, and this is from the 2nd century BC to 3rd century AD, where we look into all the characteristics of the clays, of the fabrics, of the ceramic wares, to know about how much this information is, and these ceramics are different from other places. And this is one of my favorite spots in Goethe University Frankfurt, and where it is a room where we keep our archaeological finds at the university. And it has different artifacts and different archaeological pieces from different countries and from different periods, let's say from prehistorical periods until today. And I wanted to show you one of pieces that we have here in Frankfurt in this collection. And I'm pretty sure maybe many people, they don't know about it and the function of it, which is, as you see, it's perforated, so it's with holes. And usually, so this is a kind of filter where it was put on the neck of jugs. So we imagine that there is the neck and the rim of the jugs and the body of the jug and the handle. So and the function of it to not let flies go into the jug. So because usually they put water or let's say any juice, so flies don't go inside these jugs, because it's closed, but as it is perforated, so it lets liquids to go inside. And usually they have different also decoration. And so this one, it has a lion on it. Another one, it has geometric decorations. And so they were produced mainly so in the Middle Islamic period, in many places in Egypt, in Syria, and it was famous at that time. And here is another favorite room in the University of Frankfurt, where I spend my time. Where we have here in this room, we have the archaeological finds and some ceramics from excavations in Syria and around, but mainly from Syria. And so where our old professor Yaval Kamayer, he was here in archaeology, professor of archaeology, Near Eastern archaeology, and so he brought some materials to Frankfurt, and he kept it here in this storage, so ceramic storage. And also we have the materials from the survey of Max von Oppenheim, the German consul who was in Syria, and they did surveys and excavations in Syria. And the foundation of Max von Oppenheim, they presented us this material and the ceramic materials, and all these materials, they are not let's say well studied or documented. So now here with our students from the archaeology, Near Eastern archaeology, we document these materials, we catalog them, we photograph them, we collect all this information, and here we are in our ceramic lab. So, and in this lab we prepare our samples. So when we bring our pottery shards from the field, we bring it here to Germany, to Goethe University Frankfurt. So we have a small lab here, but it's handle our work. So here, for example, with this machine, we can cut the shards. So, and then we can have a fresh cut, what we call it in ceramic, fresh cut. And then with this machine, we polish the surface of this fresh cut. Then we can have a fresh cut surface and a polished surface. And with these two, we use a microscope and a digital microscope, so to look into the fabric of it and to look into the inclusions of these materials. Then we can compare these materials to each other, and we can identify the inclusions of these materials.